Welcome. For as long as we've looked to the skies, humans have chased ever greater speed. Today we're counting down the 10 fastest fighter aircraft ever built, machines that shattered expectations and redefined what was possible. Strap in. Our countdown begins now. First up, the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, a legend that still looks futuristic, even by today's standards. Its sleek, angular design and matte black finish make it instantly recognizable, a true icon of aviation history. Debuting in the 1960s at the height of the Cold War, the SR-71 was shrouded in secrecy and awe. It was developed in record time by Lockheed's Skunk Works, a team renowned for pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Built for strategic reconnaissance, its only real defense was pure blistering speed, Mach 3.3, or over 2,200 miles per hour. At these speeds, the Blackbird could simply outrun any threat, making it nearly impossible to intercept. Pilots soared at altitudes above 85,000 feet, so high that the sky turned dark and the curvature of the Earth was clearly visible from the cockpit. Crossing the continental US in under 2 hours was routine. The Blackbird's titanium skin was specially engineered to withstand the searing heat generated by air friction at such extreme speeds. Its revolutionary J-58 engines could transition from turbojet to ramjet mode, a technological marvel for its time. Even the fuel was unique. It doubled as a coolant, circulating through the aircraft to absorb heat before being burned. The tires, filled with nitrogen, were designed to survive the intense temperatures of high-speed flight and landings. If detected by enemy radar or targeted by missiles, SR-71 pilots had a simple response: accelerate. No missile or fighter jet of the era could match its speed or altitude, making the Blackbird virtually untouchable. Retired in the 1990s after decades of service, the SR-71 remains the fastest air-breathing crewed jet ever built. Its legacy is a testament to the genius and daring of Lockheed's Skunk Works engineers. More than just fast, the Blackbird was untouchable, a symbol of technological supremacy and a marvel of Cold War innovation. Today, the Blackbird's legacy endures as the ultimate speed machine, inspiring generations of engineers, pilots, and dreamers to reach for the impossible. The Soviet MiG-25 Foxbat was designed at the height of the Cold War to intercept high-altitude threats at blistering speed. Its primary mission was to counter American bombers and reconnaissance aircraft, such as the SR-71 Blackbird, which threatened Soviet airspace with their speed and altitude. Its sudden appearance in the 1970s shocked the West, sparking intense speculation and concern among NATO analysts. The Foxbat's capabilities were so impressive on paper that it spurred the urgent development of the American F-15 Eagle, a fighter designed specifically to counter this new Soviet threat. Capable of reaching Mach 2.83 and reportedly even exceeding Mach 3 in emergencies, the Foxbat was a brute force interceptor. Its speed made it one of the fastest military aircraft ever built, able to outrun most adversaries and missiles of its era. Built from nickel-steel alloy due to titanium shortages, the MiG-25 was heavy but incredibly robust. This construction allowed it to withstand the extreme heat generated at high speeds, though it made the aircraft less agile than its Western counterparts. Its massive twin engines guzzled fuel at an astonishing rate, severely limiting its operational range. However, these engines enabled the MiG-25 to perform rapid climbs and high-speed dashes, making it ideal for quick interception missions. When a MiG-25 pilot defected to Japan in 1976, Western experts were surprised to discover that its radar used vacuum tubes, technology considered outdated, but remarkably resistant to nuclear electromagnetic pulses, ensuring the Foxbat could operate even in a nuclear conflict. The Foxbat wasn't agile in a dogfight, but as a high-speed missile platform, it was formidable. Armed with long-range air-to-air missiles, it could engage targets from a distance, relying on speed and firepower rather than maneuverability. It embodied the Soviet approach: simple, powerful, and purpose-built. The MiG-25 was a testament to Soviet engineering, prioritizing raw performance and survivability over advanced electronics or comfort. In its element, few could match its raw speed. The MiG-25 Foxbat remains an icon of Cold War aviation, a symbol of the era's technological rivalry and the relentless pursuit of air superiority. The MiG-31 Foxhound refined the Foxbat's raw power into a true long-range interceptor. With Mach 2.83 top speed and engines built for sustained supersonic flight, it could patrol vast frontiers. Its two-person crew managed advanced phased array radar, tracking multiple targets at once. 4 MiG-31S could control a 1,000-kilometer-wide airspace, acting as mini AWACS. The Foxhound's speed, endurance, and networked systems made it a cornerstone of Russian air defense. It's not a dogfighter, but as a high-speed guardian, it's unmatched. The MiG-31 is evolutionary design at its finest. The North American X-15 blurred the line between aircraft and spacecraft. Air-launched from a B-52, its rocket engine propelled it to Mach 6.7, over 4,500 mph, making it the fastest crewed aircraft ever. At such speeds, the skin glowed red-hot, and pilots saw the blackness of space above. Conventional controls failed at altitude. Pilots used thrusters, earning astronaut wings on some flights. The X-15's 199 missions yielded vital data for hypersonic flight and space exploration. It was a flying laboratory, a stepping stone to the space shuttle. No other crewed aircraft has come close to its speed. The X-15 remains the undisputed king of velocity. Before the X-15, the Bell X-2 Starbuster explored the dangers of high-speed flight. Built from heat-resistant alloys, it was air-launched and powered by a throttleable rocket engine. In 1956, it reached Mach 3.19, but tragedy struck when pilot Mel Abt lost control at record speed, ending the program. Only 2 X-2S were built, both lost to accidents. Despite its brief, perilous history, the X-2 provided crucial data on thermal stress and stability at hypersonic speeds. Its lessons directly shaped the X-15's success. The Starbuster was a vital, if tragic, step toward faster flight. It proved the risks and rewards of pushing the envelope. The F-15 Eagle, born from the MiG-25 scare, became the world's premier air superiority fighter. With a thrust-to-weight ratio above 1, it could accelerate vertically and reach Mach 2.5. Unlike pure interceptors, the F-15 combined speed with agility, excelling in both straight-line dashes and dogfights. Its kill record is unmatched: over 100 air-to-air victories, 0 losses. Advanced radar and avionics gave pilots a decisive edge. Decades after its debut, upgraded F-15s still serve, proving the design's enduring excellence. The Eagle is the total package: speed, maneuverability, and dominance. It redefined what a fighter could be. The Soviet Su-27 flanker was built to counter the F-15, and did so spectacularly. With Mach 2.35 top speed and massive range, it could patrol vast distances. Its unstable, fly-by-wire design enabled supermaneuverability, including the iconic Cobra maneuver. Powerful engines and advanced aerodynamics made it a formidable dogfighter. The Su-27 spawned a family of multi-role fighters, serving worldwide. Its agility and speed set new standards for Soviet design. The flanker proved the East could match the West in aerial prowess. It's a masterpiece of speed and maneuverability. The F-111 Aardvark stretched the definition of what a fighter could be. While it was never a classic dogfighter, its remarkable speed, advanced avionics, and innovative design earned it a unique place in aviation history. The Aardvark was a true pioneer, blending the roles of fighter, bomber, and tactical strike aircraft into one formidable package. Its revolutionary swing wings allowed the F-111 to adapt to any mission profile. Swept forward for stable, low-speed takeoffs and landings, then swept back for blistering Mach 2.5 dashes at altitude. This variable geometry wing design was cutting-edge for its time, giving the Aardvark unmatched versatility and performance. Designed for low-level, high-speed penetration, the F-111 used advanced terrain-following radar to skim just above the ground, hugging the Earth to avoid enemy radar and anti-aircraft fire. This allowed it to slip past defenses and deliver its payload with pinpoint accuracy, even in the dead of night or bad weather. The F-111's two-man crew sat side by side in a unique escape capsule, a safety innovation that could eject the entire cockpit in an emergency. This system gave the crew a better chance of survival during the dangerous, low-level missions that defined the Aardvark's career. While it was never intended for close-in aerial combat, the F-111's sheer speed and long range allowed it to strike deep behind enemy lines, hitting targets that other aircraft simply couldn't reach. Its ability to deliver heavy ordnance at high speed made it a fearsome weapon. The Aardvark proved its worth in combat, excelling in Vietnam and later in Libya. It flew some of the longest and most challenging combat missions in history, demonstrating its endurance, reliability, and effectiveness in real-world operations. The F-111 was a specialized tool, fast, complex, and unmatched in its role. Its advanced systems required skilled crews and dedicated maintenance, but the results spoke for themselves. As a triumph of 1960s technology, the F-111 Aardvark left a lasting legacy, influencing the design of future strike aircraft and earning its place as a true icon of military aviation. The Convair F-106 Delta Dart was America's ultimate Cold War interceptor. With Mach 2.3 speed and a streamlined delta wing, it could scramble and climb rapidly to meet incoming threats. Integrated with the SAGE network, it was guided by ground computers for automated intercepts. Its weapons bay carried air-to-air missiles, including the nuclear-tipped Genie rocket. The F-106 was a pure interceptor, fast, stable at altitude, but not a dogfighter. For over 2 decades, it guarded U.S. skies against bomber threats. The Delta Dart was the sharp end of a vast defensive system. It embodied the era's high-speed, high-stakes air defense. The MiG-23 Flogger was the Soviet answer to swing-wing versatility. Its variable geometry wings enabled operations from short runways and Mach 2.35 speed. Equipped with advanced radar and new missiles, it introduced beyond visual range combat to Soviet doctrine. The MiG-23 was fast but tricky to fly, with a high accident rate and limited agility. Despite flaws, it was widely exported and saw extensive combat worldwide. The Flogger bridged the gap between early day fighters and modern multi-role jets. It's a fascinating transitional chapter in fighter evolution. And there you have it, 10 of the fastest military aircraft ever built. From rocket planes to Cold War interceptors and agile dogfighters, each pushed the limits of speed and technology. If you enjoyed this journey, consider subscribing to support more stories like these. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and see you next time. Until then, keep looking up.